What's going on, everybody? Slang Dutchman here, and it has been a while, and I'm sorry for that, but you know, building this into a turbo build just takes a lot of money, and I'm not the richest guy in the world, so it just takes me a little bit of time to save up. So that's why the videos are lacking and inconvenient. In the meantime, indeed, the Hatsu unfortunately somewhat died. It was already pretty smoky. We drove that car for what, a year, for basically no cost, and it was done for. And I had to get MOT, like the yearly inspection that we have to do here in Holland, and turns out it was failing it miserably because the previous owner had there were some rust holes, and he just filled everything with expanding foam and then just smeared like the underbody and stuff over it. So it looked all good, and he showed me like, yeah, I welded in some plates, and he showed me one plate that he welded in, and that was the only place I could spot it. I was like, okay, well, if it's done and all sealed well, then that's fine. But turns out it wasn't fine. It was actually a hazard. I think if you put 2 extra people in the back and you jump over a speed bump or something, like if you go really fast, as soon as you slam down, you will poke the springs through the body. So what have we done in the meantime? Well, the Daihatsu was the car of my girlfriend, like a cheap daily beater. So we needed something else, and we went back to our roots. We've got an EK3 Civic. Now it might look decent on camera, but it isn't. They have replaced the rear fenders already because they were rusting, and yet they rust again. They have resprayed the entire car. It's terribly dirty now, but like they resprayed the entire car. And then there's, I don't know if the camera can pick this up, maybe you can clean it a little bit here, but there's like there's water droplets on the car, and you can press them in, and it's like there's water under the paint, and the paint is sort of elastic, like it allows it to be under there. So that's no good. So we have plans to sand this down and go for a wrap or paint or whatever, but that's in the future. For now, we have a cheap VTEC Eco, which is like, if I'm not mistaken, like an 8-valve engine if you just normal drive it, but as soon as you floor it becomes a 16-valve. And well, it's a Honda. What else can I say? I kind of love the Civic, like the whole Kanjo racer style. This thing has like rear lips, front lip, everything, a little bit lifted spoiler. And we've got the pre-facelift taillights, or facelift, one of the two. Adam, go! That's my buddy. And this is another shit box. Yes, it is. Wheels, nothing to show about because, you know, they're wheels, 4x100, nothing special. It has the front lip here, also has the cool bumper, because you also have them with the fog lights in here, and then there's a small opening. This has like the big opening. And then some eBay spats, or what is it, splitters. Can you stand on them? No, I'm not gonna gonna break off. The grill without the Honda logo, some little details and stuff. Color wise, pretty good, but we're gonna change it a little bit, since, well, yeah, there's already rust showing in some spots, so we're gonna take that away. And we had to like scratch it off the windows because there was overspray like this. There's overspray everywhere that we all need to fix. And then if you spray an entire car, why not the door seals? So fucking pointless. But then we get inside and it's just a fully, how you expected, EK Civic. There's a few things here. We already put the radio in because I will explain that in the next video why there is no mirror around already. The only thing is, it's an automatic gearbox, but also for that we have some things in the making to change that. It will not be next week, but we're working on it. So we have another project car. The BMW content stays, the drifting content stays, of course. But in the meantime, we are a little bit back to our roots, because the people that know me just from the BMW, I used to have a EF or ED, whatever region you come from, 4th generation Civic. and the CRX, and I still have the CRX, but that needs some extra love and attention, and I kind of need a place to work, sort of, to get it inside and like get every suspension part and control arm and everything off of it, clean it all up, new bushings, everything, so that's all solid, and then do some rust repairs, and it should be all good, and just start clean drive. But yeah, we have a Civic. Also, the rear is all empty because it was such a pile of shit. We wanted to open it up, clean it up, and yes, there was like so much water there in the back, so I punctured 2 holes to let all the water out, so now it's dry. So now we can start cleaning, like we showed you with the interior, like what is it, furniture cleaner, whatever you want to call it. This is so ugly. Why not just tape it off here and just send it? But then again, what can you expect if there's an exhaust flange that was held on by 1 bolt that was like not tight enough, and the other bolt was missing, and they used a bit of speaker wire to go through it and to hang it up as an exhaust hanger. And I saw that and I was like, speaker wire, really? Come on guys, at least, you know, at least try. But I think that was just, you know, I can only blame myself, because what else would I expect with people who do stuff like that? And like the dash was all covered in dust and everything, but it's the first thing that we just wiped down because it was so nasty in here. But then if you look at this, there's all sorts of mold and other nasty shit. They had their like coffee cups in here sitting, so every time you took a corner, well, then coffee would spill out and leak all here. So next clip, when I'm picking this up, I'm gonna take the seats out, and we're gonna take that furniture cleaner and just try to get everything out of the carpet and everything. And to me, I've seen a few videos of people doing this, and it looked so satisfying, because at some spots where you know, oh, that's a little bit dirty, you spray some water and you pull it over, and you can see just black and brown water just coming out of it, and it's so satisfying to know how much you've cleaned. So yeah, this car needs some love and attention. Then again, that's what I paid for, and also I like doing that, and I like to take you guys along, because now we have drifting BMW content, we have JDM, Honda Civic, Kanjo Racer content. Nothing too crazy, still a 1.5, no B series, no nothing, but those things are too expensive. Then again, if I do some manual swap and other stuff to this, and I make the paint better and it's all color matched, it might be worth a little bit more. Not that we're doing this to flip, but I like to think that I have somewhat proper cars that I can, you know, just, I know that they're worth something. At least in my hands, I make them go up in value if it's a cool car, like the Daihatsu I didn't really care about. But more on that story in the next video. So yeah, this is basically it. I don't know really much else to talk to you guys about, because this is just basically a look what we done. It's just a what is it? It's just a little review of the car. The exhaust is not where it's supposed to be. Dual pipe. I don't like it, so we need to address that. And it sounds like a single jingle, so it was so terrible, especially with the exhaust off. There was such a ignorant Honda raspy shit sound. I mean, you can make them sound good, like intake noise a little bit extra, and just a nice little rumble from the back, but nothing like the crazy, like the beehives that everyone knows about. Why everyone hates Hondas and the lawnmowers, basically. That's what this thing sounded like as well. So we're gonna change that at least, but especially now with the automatic, it's so terrible. So this is just a short little show you guys video of the new car that we purchased. It's gonna be my girlfriend's car, but also I'm gonna drive it as well. If I have work and she's free, I'm gonna take this because it's less expensive than that one, especially here in Europe, where we're now paying above €2 per liter, and this thing loves it. And this is at least better. It's not as good as the Daihatsu, but a lot better. So I think I'm gonna leave this video here. Don't know if I've done anything to this car in the meantime. Some bird shed on it, but otherwise there's nothing else to talk about, because I want to dig into the mods, but that's going to be a separate video. This is just, like I said, we have a new car, get hyped, get excited, because I am, she is, we are. She wanted to go back to her roots, because we always had a Civic and it was the plan for her to drive in, but the driving school that she was signed up with, some things happened with them personally, very tragic, and she was not able to continue her lessons. So then she stopped having driver's lessons, and she needed to, you know, find a new school to do that, and then pass her exam and everything. So it took a little bit longer, so she never were able to enjoy the EF or ED hatch that was meant for her initially. But now she's back in the Honda game and she loves it, and I can already tell, like, I've driven it as well, and it drives so much better as like a Daihatsu. It's a little bit less fuel sufficient, or like it uses a little bit more fuel. It's a little bit heavier, but then again you get so much more ride quality, because the Daihatsu, you didn't want it to travel the other side of the country, which for us is anything over an hour. You can reach borders anywhere, so small is the country. But if you had to, your back hurts, your legs hurts. It's so small and just a shitty position, and just the ride quality wasn't there. It was cheap, but no quality, and this thing makes up for it. You can drive good road trips in these. So yeah, we're hyped for the build, like I said. So please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more of the Civic, of the Volvo, of the BMW. Want to see drifting action, you want to see JDM action, we've got it all now. So please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.